We live in a world that is just constantly screaming for our attention, right? So, have you ever stopped and wondered, is it even possible to win it back? Today, we're going to dig into how to reclaim our focus by really understanding what's going on inside our own heads.
You know that feeling. You sit down, you're ready to work, or maybe read a book. Heck, even just watch a movie. And then, bam, your mind is somewhere else. You're reaching for your phone, you're staring out the window. You just can't seem to lock in. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, I promise you are not alone.
And look, if that sounds like you, the first thing you need to know is it is not just a personal failure. This is something we're all going through. Researchers are seeing it across the board, a huge drop in our ability to maintain focus. This attention crisis has real consequences, making it so much harder to learn deeply or to just feel present in our own lives.
Right, so this is a real thing. It's an attention crisis. And it has some pretty big consequences for us. It means that the big, complex stuff, like studying for an exam, mastering a new skill at work, it all feels way harder than it used to. All that mental switching just wears us down, and it leaves us searching for some kind of quick fix.
And naturally, when there's a problem, we look for a fix. And the one that's been getting all the buzz lately is the dopamine detox. The idea sounds pretty straightforward, doesn't it? If our brains are all revved up and overstimulated, let's just unplug from everything fun for a bit and hit the reset button. Kind of makes sense on the surface. Okay, so this dopamine detox, what is it really? And more importantly, does the science actually back it up? Let's take a closer look. Well, here's where things get really interesting. According to experts like Dr. Albers over at the Cleveland Clinic, a true dopamine detox, it's not just a bad idea, it's literally impossible. And honestly, that's a good thing, because we absolutely need dopamine to live. So let's get this straight. The myth is that dopamine is this bad guy we need to flush out of our system. But the reality? Dopamine isn't a toxin. It's this essential chemical messenger. We absolutely need it to move, to learn, to feel motivated, and even to experience pleasure. In fact, having low dopamine levels is linked to really serious conditions like Parkinson's and depression. Okay, so if detoxing isn't the answer, then what is? Where should we be putting our energy? Well, the real goal here isn't about eliminating pleasure. It's about rebuilding a skill, the skill of delayed gratification. It's all about shifting from our world of instant everything to one where we practice patience. So, what is delayed gratification? It's basically the superpower of resisting that instant easy reward so you can wait for a bigger, better one later on. You know, like choosing to study for that big exam instead of just scrolling through your phone, or saving up for a big trip instead of making a bunch of small impulse buys. And this is where it gets fascinating. Inside our brains, there's basically a battle going on between two systems. Think of it like a toddler versus a parent. You've got the hot system, that's the toddler. It's impulsive, emotional, and it wants the cookie right now. Then you have the cool system, run by our prefrontal cortex, that's the parent. It's logical, it's strategic, and it knows that if we just wait, we can have something even better later. And this is dopamine's real job. It's not just about feeling good. Dopamine actually changes how we weigh the costs and benefits of doing something. It's like a motivational spotlight that makes that future reward seem so much brighter, and the effort to get there feel a whole lot smaller and totally worth it. So how do we help that calm, strategic parent system win more often? Well, it all starts with building a really solid foundation. Our first strategy is all about raising your baseline dopamine levels the natural way, so you're not trying to run on an empty tank. Look, instead of these extreme short-term detoxes, the real answer is in the simple, consistent things we do every day. These are the pillars for your brain health. Getting enough quality sleep, that's a total game changer. Eating good food, that gives your brain the building blocks it needs. Regular exercise, that's a natural mood and motivation booster. And of course, managing stress and staying connected to people. These are the things that create a strong, sustainable foundation for focus. All right, once you've got that solid foundation in place, now we can start doing some active training. Think of this as taking your brain to the gym. Strategy 2 is all about training your focus muscle. Okay, here's a super simple but surprisingly powerful exercise you can try right now. It's called object mindfulness. Just pick any object in the room, your coffee mug, a plant, anything. And for just two full minutes, stare at it. Now, Your mind is going to wander, that's a guarantee. The trick isn't to stop it, but to just gently bring your attention back. Every single time you do that, it's like a little rep for your brain's focus muscle.
And what's so cool about an exercise like this is that attention isn't just one thing. You've got sustained attention, selective attention, all these different types. But the good news is, these simple mindfulness practices, they strengthen the whole system at once. It's like a master workout for your focus. So let's bring this all together. What's the main takeaway here? The path to getting your focus back isn't about some extreme battle against your own brain chemistry.
No, it's not about restriction. It's about intention. It's about making small, deliberate choices every single day. It's about understanding how your brain works and building habits that work with it, not against it.
And that really brings us to the most important question of all. We now know that dopamine is the engine of motivation. It's what makes a goal feel worth the work. So the real challenge isn't to get rid of it, but to point it in the right direction. So I'll leave you with this. What's the goal in your life? What project, what skill, what relationship is truly worth the effort of your focus? Because whatever that is, that's where you'll find all the motivation you need.